Eat humble pie to supersize your business. What the heck does that mean? To eat humble pie, of course, means to apologize or to suffer humiliation or to act humbly or to admit guilt, to admit you did something wrong. It comes from medieval times when there was something called umble or numble pie. It was made out of animal guts, animal insides, was made into a pie and fed to servants. So umble was changed to humble, which meant meek or lowly. And by the 1800s, to eat humble pie meant to apologize profusely for a humiliating error, something that you've done that was a mistake. So, who among us in our personal lives or in our professional lives or in growing and building our business and supersizing our business has not made some kind of a stupid mistake or a humiliating mistake? I still remember the time that I asked a woman when her baby was due. Now, of course, this was decades ago, but that lesson stuck with me because guess what? She was not expecting a baby. She was just fat. And I was totally embarrassed and humiliated. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed her. The situation all around was horrible, and I had to eat humble pie and try to make it right. Well, how the heck do you do something like that? How do you make it right when you hurt somebody's feelings because you assume something about them? It's pretty hard to do, but you can. How do you make something right when you assume or make a mistake in your business? You have absolutely positively got to be willing to do that. You've got to be willing to, number one, admit that you made a mistake. The businesses that do something wrong or are just a-holes and treat people badly, guess what? They don't stay in business forever, and they don't stay in business very long, because nowadays with word of mouth and the internet, word spreads if you don't treat people right. So the first thing you have to do when you do something wrong or make a mistake, because all of us do, every company, every business, every person, we make mistakes, you got to admit you're wrong. You have to apologize. You have to sincerely apologize. And nowadays, if you make a mistake or make an assumption or do something wrong, you better apologize publicly, and it better be sincere, and you better really mean it. Don't just apologize because you think that's what you have to do to make it right, because people can see right through that. They can smell whether you're being sincere or not. And then you need to find a way to make it right. You need to try to find a way or take actions and steps to make the mistake, to fix the mistake, to fix what you did wrong, to make up for the mistake that you made. You got to do that, or you're going to not be in business very long. You're not going to grow and supersize your business, because word gets out if you don't treat people right, if you don't act with integrity and do what's right, if you don't be kind to people, if you don't treat your customers, and if you don't value your customers. If you are in a business and you don't value your customers, it doesn't take long nowadays before your customers figure that out. So you might find yourself having to eat humble pie sometimes. You might make a mistake and then know that nothing we do usually causes irreparable damage or permanent damage. When we make mistakes, we make a lot of mistakes, right? That's how we learn. But it's when we don't learn from those mistakes that we're destined to repeat them. And repeating those mistakes can cause irreparable damage. So we want to make sure that we are okay with being wrong and making mistakes and correcting them and learning and growing from them. Today happens to be Thanksgiving Day, and a holiday. It's a time when we're around our family and friends, people we love and care about, people we have a lot of history with. If we're not around family and friends, maybe we're around coworkers. It depends on how you structure your holiday. But we're probably around people that we have experiences in history with. And that tends to bring up all the stuff we've ever done wrong. I don't know about your family, but my family tends to be a show of telling stories of all the embarrassing things that we've done in our youth. And, you know, I still hear the pig egg story. I still hear the "Are you friendly?" I still hear stories about the grapes go in the cooler. These are stories that come up every year. I don't know how they come up in conversation, but whenever we're having a family gathering, stories about us come up, about our past. And sometimes we just have to remember and laugh off and say, oh my God, I did do that. It was hilarious, versus getting upset. Our families and friends and people we have a long history with tend to know how to push our buttons and trigger us. So we need to make sure that we decide. My friend Sherry Welton-Wigley did a video yesterday that I just love. She said, what you have to do is, in your mind, just agree to disagree. Agree that you're not going to necessarily always see things the same way that your family, friends, relatives, and coworkers do. And that's absolutely all right. That's what makes the world an amazing place, is that we all do see the world differently. We all get to have our own opinion. We all get to decide how we want to view things or think about things. And it really doesn't matter if cousin Sally disagrees politically with me. Who cares? She can have her opinion, I can have mine, and we can still share an amazing meal or day together. And the other thing that I like to think of today especially is to appreciate what is. Be grateful for what is going on in your life and your business and how your business is growing, what's working. Focus on what's working to get more of it. Give thanks, be kind, but appreciate what is working and what's awesome about you and build on that. I hate the old model that says, oh, you got to fix all your weaknesses in order to be successful. Poppycock, you don't have to fix anything. You have to be yourself, build on your strengths, and then join forces with people that have the skills and the abilities that you need in order to grow and supersize your business. None of us are ever going to be awesome at everything. We just aren't. But we can be awesome at surrounding ourselves with people that are strong in the areas that we're not. So be kind, be loving, appreciate and give thanks for what is. Have an absolutely amazing holiday. Be thankful and grateful. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. And we will be continuing to grow and supersize our businesses through looking at things differently, looking at idioms and sayings and words and what they mean and what they might or might not mean for us growing and building our business. Have an amazing day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. And thankful for you.